what should athletes know about budgeting?
Right. I think this is the most important topic for athletes, whether you're in college making money off the NIL deals, or you sign your first pro contract, or you're well into your first contract. Budgeting is super important. And I know as athletes we think, oh, we're gonna get the next contract, we're gonna keep playing forever, we're gonna keep making more and more money. But that's not always the case. Sometimes injuries happen. Um, sometimes a coach likes another player more than you, and you're not playing that much that year, and you don't make as much the next year. There's different situations to where the money doesn't last forever. And with budgeting, what we like to do is set up a budget for you. So you got your bills, you have your vacation money, because everybody that's an athlete likes to take a good vacation in the off season. So once you fill your buckets of, okay, these are my essentials that I have to save for, after that, a small bucket needs to go to savings, and then a small bucket goes to investing. And what this does for you is once you get into these habits of putting some money away, you're able to save for the future and make it really last a lot longer. And one of the one of the ways that I describe that to people is, um, for example, I know a lot of people that came from a situation I came from, where I didn't come from a lot of money. Once you get some money in your pocket, now you want to spend it, and now you want to help other people, whether that's family or friends. You want to help them live better as well. And I always tell my clients or athletes that, would you rather take care of your sister and your mom or brother or whatever? Would you rather take care of a couple family members forever? Or would you rather take care of friends that you don't really know for the next 5 years, and then your mom and sister have to struggle again after that? So, um, a, having a budget really establishes good habits to where you can really make your money last, and really set yourself up and your immediate family up for the future.
Yeah. So would you say that the best way to do that is automating it, right? Because for example, I follow the same rule that you just shared. So I have buckets. I have my bills account, I have my travels account, I have my savings account, and I have my parents account. And every month when my paycheck comes in, it goes half to my bills, half to my savings, and then automatically goes to the other ones, right? Like whatever amount I decide. But from your experience, what's the best way to budget to actually, for someone that's never done it before?
Yeah, I think that's a great practice. The way that I call that is you, on your list of bills, you can include a savings portion and an investment portion as a bill, so that
Mhm.
it's automatic. Because when you pay your electric bill, you don't even think about it; it just comes out of your check.
Right.
Same thing should happen to your savings and to your investment bucket, because that's paying a bill, but it's paying yourself for the future.
And then, so should there be a goal of like, say, I have to have this amount saved, or just keep saving until you can? Because what I'm thinking is, okay, when I was playing, I was making X amount of money a month, right? And then once I stop playing, I'm not making the same money. So do I keep budgeting the same way? Like, what do I do once my money income changes?
Yeah, so I I I mean, everybody's different and every athlete is different. Um, some athletes have different spending habits. But if you just put down on paper those bills, and then with any excess money you have, you can start allocating some of that to savings. I don't like to say a certain percentage, like 10%, because that's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Some athletes can save 50% of their paycheck. Some can only save 5%. So it's different for everybody, but just having that habit of, okay, this amount is going towards this amount is going towards that. Being able to put a name to every dollar that comes into your account can really set yourself up for the future.
That was my question was kind of similar to what you hinted at just now, because I think a lot of people operate under the assumption that in order to have a savings, I need to be making a certain amount of money. Like there's some magical threshold that you need to meet before you can afford to save. Because I think some people feel like saving money is a privilege, like a luxury where you have all of this excess available. And so you can put it in a savings account. So, what advice, Mikey, would you give to somebody who feels like they're just making peanuts? Like barely making it, how would you talk to that person about starting to save or seeing where they could save?
Right, right. And that happens all the time, whether that's athletes or
Yeah,
business owners or whatever. Everybody thinks, oh, I can't start investing until I make a lot of money. And that's the wrong idea. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. You should start from the beginning when you're not making a lot. Create those habits from the beginning. And then once you're making more, you can just continue to increase that percentage going into your investing, and it just continues to add up. And it's not about, when you invest, it's not about how much you're investing. It's about the time in the market. So specifically for the younger athletes, if they can just start with a couple $100 a month, um, it's the time that they're invested. So if for like a soccer player, if they get their first contract at 16 years old, if they can start at that age with the power of compound interest and the continuous savings and investing, they can really set themselves up for the future. 18 to 60, start at zero, $200 a month. Still
Okay.
gives you over $1 million.
Still
yeah,
can become a millionaire by putting
$0,
down.
saving 200 a month. You know?
So if you
yeah,
weren't doing it before, go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, awesome. No, this was great. Thank you for showing us this, because I think seeing it is super powerful and it really adds more value to everything that you said already.
And it can be as small as, like I said, a couple $100 a month can really build up and compound, and it can really change your future.